Oviraptor being at 3 has been very nice. I think the first time I played against Tier Element, they milled both of my Oviraptor, and it's like, are you fucking kidding me? And then I remembered that it was at 3, so I immediately lost that duel, went to the fucking shop, and crafted the third one. Alright, so let's fast forward their turn. He mills Agido. That's the one that I will not play. And things are going to be fast here, but his Agido triggers, and I immediately get my 1-up Snow and Overtext Engrave. Search a Pill. Let's see, what is that? Sharain. I don't know how to pronounce any of these cards. In Regulation, he has a Snow in both of his shufflers, and we will look at his graveyard once we hit end phase. But my boy Nonk over here, he pops off. He summons a lot this turn. Now, the moment he summons Time Thief Reader, I thought that this was really greedy. Obviously, he wants to get a Dweller in the mix, right? But spoilers, he will not summon a Dweller this turn. So I'm not sure what was going on with the Time Thief Reader here. He milled 5 more. Shadal Dragon did not have a target, and we have Giant Rex Engrave with Pill in hand. So that's good. Elf hits the board, Rukalos. Then he sets 3, so that tells me no Max C, no Called by the Grave. Likely. And then during the end phase, Time Thief Renewer comes back. I activate a Snow, and this was pretty costly. I did not like banishing all those dinosaurs, because I want to have at least 3 Engrave for possible misc play. But he's got Barone, and then I wanted to Snow to immediately put 2 bodies on the board, or try to get a negate out of him. So he ends up using Medora, and he shovels back, I think it's Field Spell, and 2 other cards, I don't know. So then the Giant Rex triggers, and he does not negate it. Does not have Rukalos to negate that. So then I top deck Keldo, and I've never used this card's effect in hand before, and I'm like, this has to be an insane top deck. Standby phase, his Time Thief Redoer takes my Shadal Beast. On activation of Terraforming, he activates his Elf to revive Merly. I get my second Lost World. Whenever I'm in these situations, I have 2 Lost World. If they negate the first one, I'm feeling very good. So he ends up using Kaleido Heart on my Giant Rex, and then he's gonna mill 5 more on both sides. I do not choose to use Misc because I want to potentially normal summon it to give him a token. So I do not choose to protect the Giant Rex. It's gone. Shireen triggers. Summoning out Kate Kolos. And then I milled 5 more, and I hit a Kelbeck, Maxi, Fossil Dig, and Shadal Fusion. And I end up using the Kelbeck. Chainlink 2. He uses Havness, and then fucking Kate Kolos, and then he can use his Medora, targeting his own cards, because I just chose those 3 to banish them with Ariel. So at that point, Snow's gone. He had a Snow Engrave. I just forced him to shuffle it back into the deck. Huge. Rukalos is back after he synchroed it away. I mill 5 more, and I hit a Misc, which is very good, and I hit a Trick Clown, so that'll float. And I don't think he hit anything. Oh, he put the Snow. He got the Snow right back in Grave, so that's hilarious. He ends up using Rukalos on the Trick Clown. This told me he was a fucking noob and I was going to win this duel. So then there's a Lost World. He uses his one of Omni Negate on the first field spell, and I have the second one. The duel's over. We know that everyone and their mother is playing 3 Imperm, and then the other one has to be the Continuous Trap. And the third card isn't called by the Grave because he said it before his combo was over last turn. Maybe it's Droplet? Hopefully not, right? So I activate Keldo, pitching to Medora, and then searching Kelbeck. He goes ahead and snows, and he banishes his own Time Thief Redoer, opening up a zone for me. And then he doesn't chain it again to summon Snow, and it's just back into the deck again. And since he opened up the zone for me, I give him the token. And he's used Barone, he's used Rukalos, he's used Kaleido Heart. I just Dweller, pitching Keldo, attack into the token. I mill Giant Rex again. And then main phase 2, just make Zeus. Effect. Nothing. Zeus for 9. The third set was evenly. Celiac and Emperm could not doing anything because of the Lost World lock, and all of his monsters are gone. And then I can Misk for 4 and full combo of 3 in hand while he has 1 card in hand. Dominated.